Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to take a look at the Age of Justice vendors. It's basically the same vendor, but the vendor is on two maps. There's one vendor in the War-Torn Village map, and there's one vendor in the War-Torn Area 51 map. They both sell the very same items, it's just that there's one vendor on each map for reasons. Because the Age of Justice added essentially two open world maps, and each open world map does have its own vendor. So as you can see, the gear that these vendors are selling is item level 175. That's the best, well, almost the best gear in the game. The actual best gear in the game is the elite version of that gear. And that gear is inspired by the Black Hawks. The Black Hawks are basically a fighter pilot from World War II who fought the evil Nazis amongst other threats at the time. There was one or two very good episodes with the Black Hawks and the Justice League cartoon. If you get the chance to watch those episodes, I would strongly suggest it. The gear requires some new currency, which is known as the War Bonds. It's a currency that's been added because of the Age of Justice DLC. Although you still also get Marks of Victory from that DLC, and there are also a few boxes with base items that you can purchase with Marks of Victory, and there's also boxes you can purchase with War Bonds. So both currency can be useful at this vendor. So as you can see, there's there's a full set of gear, of regular gear that you can purchase, and there's also a full set of elite gear that you can purchase. But there's also just some styles that you can purchase. And as you can see, there's the Allied Soldier helmet, the Stormtrooper helmet, and the Stormtrooper's hair purifying helmet. It's somewhat similar helmets, but with slight variations from one to the next. And you can see the price has been taken down to about 20 war bonds, 15 war bonds, and 10 war bonds. There's also other stuff you can purchase, like the Essence Purifier that will allow you to do some crafting. The Catalyst type Special Force times 10. Again, that will be required to be able to do some crafting. So you can see a quick look at what the Allied Soldier helmet looks like. And let's take a quick look at the Elite gear, what it actually looks like. It has some sort of time-torn motif to it. Like you can see the shirt, there's these big splotches or patches of time-torn through the shirt. Let's go back again. And again, you can see that the Elite gear requires some form of renown. So you can see the Stormtrooper helmet. And this is the Stormtrooper with the gas mask helmet. It's a pretty neat looking pieces of gear. As you can see, there's various plans that you can purchase in order to be able to craft generator mods for your generator in your lair. There's also a few collections. From what I understand, completing those collections will give you access to some OP gear. I haven't tested it myself, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. One day, many years from now, when you can see they're pretty expensive, like 330, 400, 270. So these are pretty expensive collections, and you have to gather like 11 others in the game. So it'll take quite a while before I can get some OP gear to show you. And again, you can see the boxes. There's some boxes that you can purchase with War Bonds, and there's some boxes which you can purchase with Marks of Victory. So no. People have been complaining that there's nothing to buy with marks at some point. With these boxes, you should never run out of stuff to purchase with your marks. Although the marks that requires Marks of Victory will allow you to get regular base items that have nothing to do with DLCs. Although the Age of Justice boxes will actually give you base items that have to do with the Age of Justice DLC. So that's pretty much the main distinction between the two. And that's why those boxes require War Bonds, as opposed to the other boxes which require Marks of Victory. So again, a quick look. You can see the hat is a bit time torn, if you could say. I'm not sure if that's an actual term. So again, you can see the chest, which is all messed up. The same with the back piece. So again, you cannot purchase the elite gear until you've increased your renown, your elite renown for that DLC. So once that's done, then you're going to be able to purchase the gear. In order to be able to increase your elite renown, there's no miracle. You have to play the elite version of the missions. So if you go into the renown tab, you can see the elite allied forces. That's the renown that you need to increase in order to be able to purchase the elite gear. You can see the same with the champions of Olympus. Amazon Fury Part 3 had a similar system, and as you can see, it was a bit of a slacker. I didn't do any elite missions yet. So again, you can see that the gear is somewhat expensive. Although originally this DLC was supposed to last for like 6 months, but from what I understand now, it should be able to. It should last only about 3 months. There's supposed to be some newer content that will be added into the game in September, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see on that front. And let's go take a look at the pretty much the same vendor, but in the Area 51 map. So as you can see, it's the very same vendor. The vendor is selling the very same stuff. And there's also even the same box nearby where you can actually go and repair. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.